Hey YouTube, welcome. I'm Chris, the Back from the Dead Gamer, and this is my wife Tia. We just yesterday launched a Patreon. It's patreon.com/hidden treasure, where we will post stories and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So there's a Discord attached. So there's several different tiers. The smallest one is $5 a month. It's the shovel carriers. The $10 a month is map bearers. The first 20 people to sign up as map bearers get a free copy, signed copy of my book, Life and Love Short Stories. And there will be other giveaways. There is already one post on there. It's the prologue of the story I've been working on lately. It's called A Town Called Shadow. And I shall read the prologue as a free sample to you all. Lilith wiped tears from her cheeks. He can't be gone, she told herself. Her boyfriend, Seth, had asked her to come with him. He said he could make it out of town. No one ever made it out of town. The town of Shadow was surrounded by tall mountains. With an exception of a few hours around noon, the town was always in the shadow of one mountain or another. Lilith hadn't heard anyone else searching for a few hours. They didn't know how special he was, in spite of the fact that he'd left her. She was determined to find him, to bring him back to her. She stepped through the grass, straining her eyes. It was getting hard to see. She wished she'd brought a torch. Then the realization hit her. It was dark. Too dark. Lilith turned toward the nearest building and ran, adrenaline filling her veins. The citizens of Shadow never stayed out at night. Shadows were dangerous. Not the midday shadows that offered shade, but the nighttime shadows, dark enough to consume a soul. Those ones were dangerous. Something lurked in the shadows. People went missing in the shadows. People like Lilith's little sister, Betty. Betty's newfound pet ladybug had crawled out of a small gap in the closed window. Lilith had told her not to leave, but Betty had climbed out the window to get it. All that Lilith had been able to do was watch in horror as a shadowy figure moved silently past the window. A short scream was the last that she'd heard from Betty. Lilith tripped on a tree root. She heard something besides her pounding heartbeat. She looked to her right, trying not to hyperventilate, and saw a tree. In the shadow of the tree, something was hiding. Lilith could almost feel it more than see it. Lilith, she heard. The shadows hunger, and you look delicious. A man, pale, wearing black, and far too comfortable in his skin, stepped out of the shadow and snatched Lilith up by the torso. Lilith tried to scream, tried to move, but eventually could do nothing but faint. And that's the end of the prologue. If you want more, sign up for the Patreon, and I will post more as it is written. And there will be a Discord community attached and special features for that, fun and games and all kinds of stuff. And we're going to get guest writers as well. So it won't be all my writing. So yeah, I'll see you there and keep having fun.